Okay, so welcome to the call, you guys. It is April 20th, and this is the Team Faithfully Fit Zoom call, and I'm really excited about our topic tonight. It comes from Laura Higgs, who had a really good idea about bringing up the topic of how do you sort of go from casual conversation on reaching out to people to turning that into an invite. And I'll be completely honest with you, like I started working on this presentation this afternoon. I was boxing with Heidi. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not into it. I'm mentally drained. I don't know where I'm going to get the information. And I went downstairs. I took a break. I came back up, and what I love about putting this stuff together is that I have to go and find great material from other coaches, and it's so refreshing because it forces me to do not the personal development, that's different, but it forces me to find great content out there. And I all of a sudden was like rejuvenated, and an hour and a half later I was like, I am fired up about this material. So I'm really excited. I watched 3 videos today as I was putting this together from 3 coaches I really respect and are doing very well in the business. And so I took little bits and tips of what they do, what I do, what some of my other coaches that I know have done. And it sort of has evolved it more into, we will get to what you wanted to talk about, Laura, but we're also going to talk a lot about like shifting the mentality when it comes to recruiting. Okay. So with that being said, I am going to start our screen share, and we are going to do just a little bit of recognition first. I want to recognize what I'm really excited about is that a lot of your teams are starting to grow. So Juliet Fly, Cubed, it's really Juliet Let Your Freak Fit Fly, but I just call her Juliet Cubed with the, because she's got the F3. But she's got a brand new coach that she's been working with who's Aurelcia, I'm going to probably pronounce her name wrong, but it's Aurelcius Alvarez Del Rey, and she's just been doing some awesome things on Facebook. Probably some of you have seen the 22 push-ups that she and Juliet have been doing where they're tagging other people. I think Kira may have gotten tagged. I thought it was like one today. You got tagged today. So I thought it was like you do 22 push-ups in one day, and then I realized it's 22 days of 22 push-ups, and I was like, I am out. Do not tag me.
I think I might break the mold and just do 22 push-ups today. I filmed it this morning, but I'm like, I think I'm just going to create that trend for me.
Yes, please do. If that's the case, I'm in. But 22 days, I mean, and both Juliet and Aurelcius, they do such a good job on their push-ups. So anyways, she's a brand new team member for Juliet. Juliet's really excited about her. She's been doing great things. Laura Higgs is actually, I know her from high school, from Boca High, which I think is so cool that our paths have come together. And she and Heidi are working together, actually. And she just moved back from, well, it wasn't Hong Kong, Laura. Where was it specifically?
Shanghai, China.
Shanghai, China. Yeah. So she just is kind of re-entering into the United States and kind of got settled barely and decided to do this and has already become an Emerald coach. So you're doing awesome, and your posts are also so inspiring. I love watching them. I also want to recognize Kathy, who is a fellow mama of 4 and making it happen. And she also, I'm going to let Mandy talk to this because she's just been doing some awesome things even with her own transformation.
She's just been incredible. Kathy started, when did you start? 2 months ago, Kathy? 3 months ago?
Coaching, yeah. The end of February.
End of February.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, finally it's working, yay.
And she was an incredible challenger. She just stuck to the program. I mean, she had amazing results to the point of just not wanting to stop. And definitely from like the minute she finished, inquired about coaching. And since then has just been such an inspiration to so many people. I mean, whether it's people that just see her in the grocery store saying, oh my gosh, what did you do? You look amazing. Or through a friend or through a neighbor. But she has just been an incredible inspiration to so many, and continues, I mean, on a daily basis, that she blows me away, and I'm just so happy for her. And she has helped so many people already that it's just amazing. So
Good. I love hearing those stories. Congratulations. Awesome.
Thanks, Brandy.
Thank you both, Mandy and Kathy. Okay, I'm also going to recognize Brandy. She's another old friend from high school. And Brandy just hit Emerald last week. And Brandy, I am going to put you on the spot. One thing I'm super proud of her about, not only the rank advancement, but she really put herself out there today. She did a booth with a Shakeology tasting at her daughter's nursery school. And I've done those before. They're nerve-wracking, but she did. I mean, I did it with a partner. I did it with Pam Byrne, and she did it by herself and put herself out there. And Brandy, if you just want to touch on it for maybe 30 seconds or so and let us know what you learned from the experience.
Our preschool is really small, and in fact, Tracy went to the preschool that my daughter's in right now.
I did Misi, yeah.
So it's very small. So I actually got 7 names, email addresses. I put out there a 5-day free clean eating challenge, but everyone was like, "What is that? What are you talking about? Challenge?" So they weren't familiar with that, and I got used to the fact that when people walk by, if they stopped, I said, "Do you know about 21 Day Fix?" And they're like, "Yes. I do know about 21 Day Fix. Tell me more." Or, "I love their shakes," or, "I wish I did it. I did it years ago." So I was able to talk to some people that way. And so that was good. It was more comfortable. But I also bought a really pretty pair of earrings, and I got to speech pathologist, and I got some wrinkle cream and
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
So, it was really just about making friends, putting myself out there, just trying it.
Yep.
Blending it up and feeling good about saying, try it. I did force it down a couple people, which weren't really happy with me, but
yeah,
it was fun.
It
was fun. And it was definitely, like you said, it was a stretch thing for me.
Yep.
And once I was there, it was fine. It's all moms selling stuff. So
yeah, exactly. We can support one another. But really, I think too, you just made, even if you got 7 email addresses, that's 7 new contacts, and you'd be surprised what happens with just 7 extra people that you didn't know last week.
no,
Okay.
So.
Heidi, I'm going to turn the rest of the page over to you.
Can I actually ask a question to Brandy?
Absolutely.
I'm just curious, when you're doing something like that, you're doing a Shakeology tasting, I know they always say drink it within 30 minutes. Was that an issue at all, or how did you?
Well, Tracy kept saying, "Where's your picture? I want to see the picture of the booth." I forgot to take a picture of the booth because I was so concerned about the shakes. I'm like, are they
right.
I'm having to taste one every time, and I only have 5 samples, from the tank. And I'm like, is it wearing out? Is it breaking down?
Yeah, because I've never waited to drink mine. I probably should, just to see.
Mine got really thick and creamy, almost like I had chia seeds in it or something, and I did not. I only had a banana, almond milk, and the mix. So it didn't break down and get gritty. It broke down and got thicker.
Okay.
So it didn't taste bad, but after about an hour and a half, an hour, I would get rid of them and then make another one.
Okay.
Which made it, it was fine. But yeah, so about an hour I let it go and then threw it away.
Okay. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
You're up, Heidi.
Okay, great. So I wanted to recognize several people on my team. And first of all, I wanted to go back a little bit to Laura. I actually met Laura, who Tracy was talking about earlier, through her mother-in-law. And I actually coached her mother-in-law for I think it's been a year now. I need to look. But she unfortunately had lost her husband and was really just trying to focus on her own health. And Laura was living in China, and so she couldn't really do Beachbody, and so she recommended Susan without even ever trying Beachbody, which is pretty amazing. And so when she moved back is how I got that connected with Laura, and also through Tracy. So anyway, it's been so fun to get to know you, Laura, and I just wanted to say that you have flourished so much, and really putting yourself out there and pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. And I absolutely love getting the questions from her, because I know when people are asking me a lot of questions, it means that they're really diving into it and learning a ton. So I love that. So just want to congratulate you, but everybody on this page for Fit and Fearless, I have Erica on the bottom left, and then Aaron, Quinn, Deanna, Kelly, Laura, and Kelsey. all of these coaches have done something that really, really pushed them out of their comfort zone, that, like, more than they've ever done before. So all of them have, except for Deanna, because she's done it before, have done their very first challenge group this month, whether it was a 21-day fix or a freemium. And all of them have done videos and have never done a video before, ever.
Oh, they're so scary at first.
Yes, they totally are. And I'm like reminded by all of them now, because I forget how scary they are. I remember doing my first one thinking, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm going to actually post this. But they all have done it. And it's so exciting to see it, because, you know, every time you do it, they get better and better and better. And the responses they're getting from people is so incredible. And the engagement they're getting is so great. And then I wanted to recognize Deanna, because she went on a business trip and she was telling me how she really pushed herself out of her comfort zone, and like had her shake with her at every meeting, and people were asking her questions, and she really put herself out there, you know, at her day job to really talk about it. And I know how uncomfortable that could be. And she did a great job with that. And then Erica, who is the bottom left, she is actually doing what you did, Brandy, but she's having basically people come to her house this weekend, and she's doing a whole bunch of like tastings as well. So I know that's really uncomfortable to do too. So I'm really proud of her for doing that. So yeah, just some really exciting things happening on the team, and it's just really fun to watch.
Well, it's fun to watch all of your teams start to really grow and flourish and have new people that we're recognizing every week. So awesome job. Congrats to all of you guys. I'm going to move through announcements really quickly. Our next Zoom call is not next Wednesday, but the next, which is May 4th. Our next sneak peek starts this Monday. As you guys know, sneak peeks are always the last Monday of the month. So CTAs for your sneak peeks. I saw a couple people, I think Cara Tree Week put hers up yesterday. We're going to talk a little bit about that with inviting. Thursday night is always a great night. Sundays are a great night. Even though it starts Monday, it's one of those things that if you get someone from a CTA that you do Sunday night, you can add them on like Tuesday morning. They just have to make up the work. It's just a 5-day sneak peek. It's really casual. There's no like personal development reading or anything. It's just 15 minutes a day. I am going to put this post up tomorrow night. So if any of you guys want to share the image, if you want to do it that way, you can. If you want to make your own picture and take the verbiage off my picture, whatevs, you do whatever you want. Next, Getting Started Right training is Monday, May 2nd. So as you guys know, the Getting Started Right trainings start the first Monday of the month. I'm also running an Emerald to Diamond training. I don't know why I didn't put that in the slide, but I'm running Emerald to Diamond training every other month, just because I want the groups to have at least like 3 to 5 people in them. So this Emerald to Diamond training, we have 5 coaches enrolled already. So if you are an Emerald coach and you can commit to 30 minutes a day for 2 weeks, weekends off, we ran it in February. Some of you were on it on this call. We got pretty good feedback on it, and there is personal development, which obviously you should try to do that anyway. But there is reading in addition to your 30 minutes a day. So for those of you that have done the training, would you say 30 minutes a day is a fair assessment? Was it more? Was it less?
That's about right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Platinum Edge in Dallas, tickets are on sale for that now. You register your name and coach ID at Platinum Presenters. Just go Google Platinum Presenters. It takes about 3 days to get your registration into that site. So for those of you who don't know what that is, Christine Dwyer is probably as far up our upline as you can go. She's a several consecutive year Star Diamond coach. She's been very successful. She lives in Dallas. The only people that can come to Platinum Presenters are the people in her downline. So last year, Deanna was there, I was there, Heidi was there. And there's probably, I think there's like 490 people there. So they usually cap it between like 500 and 700. Once you are registered in Platinum Presenters organization, then you go to the Platinum Edge to purchase your ticket. So I'll post that. Tickets are $206. They are worth every penny. My business completely, that was the beginning of my business changing because the training was so great. We got training from Chalene Johnson. Those of you who have not listened to any of her podcasts, she is an amazing business person. We got a live PIO workout with her. There's several top 10 coaches in Platinum Edge that did workshops, and it was amazing training. And there was also like some good downtime. So I really got some good time with Heidi, with Deanna, with Allison, who's my coach. It really just sort of fueled me and set me up for the remainder of the year. So that is an amazing, if you can't make it to Summit, I would really look into Platinum Edge. I can't say enough great things about that. Okay, I'm going to get to our topic today. So chit chat to invite. So here's what we're going to sort of talk about for a second. I'm going to ask you guys to be really open to shifting your mind about inviting. I know we've talked about inviting a lot. It seems to be the hot topic, which is a good thing because the inviting outside of the vital behaviors, well, inviting is one of our 4 vital behaviors, but inviting is so key if you want to grow your business. So if you want to grow your business and you want to make this a career, you have to grow a team. When you're inviting challengers, and I love inviting challengers and I love bringing on customers, that's adding to your team. But when you are inviting coaches who are going to share the business, that is multiplication for your team. And that's really what you want. And I want you to think about it like this. Don't think about it like, how many sharing coaches can I get? Think of it like this. You want to invite like-minded people like you. And when you do that, how fun is it to get together with like-minded people? You end up like working with your friends. You end up having these awesome Zoom calls, this support group, these Vox chains, eventually these live events where we're all going to get to be together as a team. That right there is very, very valuable. And so if you think of it, if I am sitting here in Darien, Connecticut, and I have, like, Heidi was my first real sharing coach, and now an extension of what I'm trying to build here is also in Texas. And you have to kind of think about it as like, this business has been a blessing to me. This business is a blessing to you guys. The products have changed my life. The Shakeology has changed my life. It has blessed me in so many ways. So why wouldn't I want to share that with someone else? And that's really where I want us to sort of, for tonight, flip our mentality a little bit, and it's going to change the way you think about invites, okay? So obviously, we've talked about this. I'm just going to kind of review the easy things. Your rock star challengers. You're running a challenge group. You see someone. It makes me think of like Jacqueline Donnelly, who's part of our team. She's going to Summit. She was like posting pictures of her food, and she was like very, very engaged in our challenge group. I'm like, this girl would make a great coach. So when you are seeing like rock star challengers in your group that are doing an awesome job, they're motivating, they're really engaged, those are definitely people within the first week that you want to reach out to them and say, have you ever thought about coaching? It's an awesome way for you to keep yourself accountable, and you've had such great results with this. Or, hey, your posts have been, that's what I said to Jacqueline, your posts have been amazing. Your food looks fantastic. You're basically coaching in our group. Have you realized that you're coaching in our group right now? Have you ever thought about taking it outside of our private group and doing coaching in order to bless your family? So I'd have conversations like that with all my Rockstar challengers. A couple of times, like, we've done things at the very end where we've offered like the 25% discount, and that's okay, but you want to be making sure that you're inviting every single challenger by the time your challenge group is over, either to work the business or at least talk to them about the discount. Okay? Another thing, I know a lot of you are starting to get into Instagram and you're playing around with hashtags, and some of you are still just working on Facebook and you're making new friends that you've done through freemiums. If you're starting to see people in your newsfeed, and I don't want you guys in your newsfeed until the end of the day, right? Because that's such a time sucker. But if you're in a newsfeed and you see someone who's like showing a lot of leadership traits, like maybe they're posting amazing recipes, or they're talking about their paleo diet, or they're training for a triathlon or something, and you see awesome inspiration and leadership, that is somebody that you want to make sure that you're putting on your list to invite. Last week we talked about the cold invite, and if you guys haven't watched that that connection or the recording from 2 weeks ago, Juliet had gotten from one of her Star Diamond groups this cold invite that she was sending to people that had liked her post. I know that's worked very well for people. 5-day sneak peeks. Obviously, our team is running one next week. Those are great ways to invite. So those are all like the standard invites, okay? But here's what I want you to think of for a second. We want to change the mind shift of recruiting. I want you to think about doing that through social media. And this is where we're going to get into, Laura, your question about when you start having conversations with people. When you actually use your social media page, Facebook, Instagram, you use that as a constant 5-day sneak peek. And here's what I mean by that, okay? If I go to your social media page, and this is a really great thing for those of you that have gone through the Emerald to Diamond training and you have an accountability partner, ask that accountability partner to go to your page and give you honest feedback. If I scroll through your page over the last month, can I tell these 3 things? Can I tell that you are a health and fitness coach? Can I tell that you run monthly challenge groups? And can I look through that page and think to myself, I could do that too? Those are 3 things that your Facebook page should be telling anyone who goes to check it out. And trust me, people who are watching you that might not even be liking or commenting, they are going directly to your profile page and they are scrolling. There are people for every single one of you that are interested. They want to know what you're doing, why you're posting, and they're scrolling. And so you have to ask yourself, what are they seeing in the story that you're telling? So you want to evaluate your page. And let's start with a couple main things. Like, what is your profile picture? Is your profile picture a quote? Or is your profile picture you smiling? Maybe you smiling with your children. Maybe it's a professional picture. Is it up close of your face, or are you like standing on a mountain so far away? We want to be able to see you because that is how we're going to have the emotional connection to you. Okay? What does your banner look like? Does your banner tell me anything about the fact that you are a coach? Or is your banner a bunch of words? Is your picture on your banner? Is there a click here on your banner that if I go click on it, then I get to a description that you can write, hey, thanks for visiting my page. Here's my email address.
No.
Are we there? I can't see anyone. I can't see your faces. Does someone want to put it on mute? Okay, I think we're good. Let's see. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so if you have a question about that, Chelsea Pearson has a really great, she has a really great, if you go to her personal Facebook page and you click on her banner, it will say like, hey, I'm Chelsea Pearson. Thank you for checking out my page. It'll just basically give you some good information about what she's doing in coaching. I've tried to do one that's sort of like my own style, but you definitely want to have that on your personal page so that your personal page and your social media journey is one that is constantly inviting people because you're sharing your story. So what do I mean by that? Okay, your social media page being a constant 5-day sneak peek. Here are some examples on the things that are awesome to post so that you can kind of show people how Beachbody or how coaching has given you the life that you're living now. Okay, so I've seen coaches do like, hey, about to jump on a team call. Or coaches do like a picture of something that their coach or someone on their team has sent them. Or a post like, I'm heading to the post office in the middle of the day. I'm not trapped in an office. Like things like that where they're also handling objectives in their posts. Or like, my kids are sick today, and it's a picture of with their kids. But that's okay. I'm not working for anyone, or I'm working for myself. It's basically talking about like the things that Beachbody or that coaching has done for your life. You're putting that in your post so that it's a constant sneak on what. Now that's tricky for some people that are getting started. So a lot of you coaches are new and you're like, okay, well, what do I do? Because I'm a month into this and I'm not sure what coaching has done for me yet. If you're new, use pictures. The Transformation Tuesdays are awesome. You can find before and after pictures of people that have had incredible transformations. You can do success stories that you can find on the Beachbody blog. You can challenge group. You can always put those as a post in terms of like what some of your challengers have done. I know a couple times we've taken like meals that all of our challengers have done, and you make a post of like 6 meals, and you talk about the fact that your challengers are all eating amazing food because you guys are holding each other accountable. So if you're new, those are some examples of some things that you can do. As you get more into it, you can start to really post how the coaching opportunity has really changed their life. Any questions so far before I move on? No?
It's just the heavy breathing of the child. It's very funny.
I'm not sure whose that is.
We've all been there.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
No, those are all good tips. So, Tracy, I already like wrote down something there. I need to check, so that's good.
Good. Okay. I'm trying to find out who that is, so maybe I can ask him to put her on mute. See. I don't mind hearing the kids. It just gives a really bad kick, like a kickoff on. Okay. Okay. Someone's doing bedtime. Okay. Let's see. So let's go back into this. Okay. So here's what we're going to now. So we're talking about social media. We're talking about how important it is for you to be able to tell your story through your posts, right? So one area, if you're new, or even if you're like 6 months into it and you're still trying to think about like, well, what would I post? You know, I love what Chelsea had posted, and it's our Poach page, and some of you guys have done it. It's this thing that I've actually been trying to follow. Many of you guys probably saw that. If you didn't, it's in the Poach page. That was such a good kickstart for me because I was getting to the point of being like, what else am I going to post